And I'd like to welcome Denora Gonzalez. She's a manager of Thunderbird for Good at the Thunderbird School of Management, part of Arizona State University, #1 school for innovation in the US, and the largest university with close to 100,000 students. Thunderbird School of Global Management has been rated #1 by the Wall Street Journal. It is based in Phoenix, Arizona, and has a location in downtown LA. They recently inaugurated their new building, and it is amazing. I had the chance to visit it, and it allows students from all over the world to have classes together, and it's using technology, and it's great. It is a vision of Dean Sanjeev Kagram, who is originally, his family is from Uganda, and but he grew up in Los Angeles. He has provided the global leadership for the digital age, and now with a new initiative, which is called 100 Million Learner online in 40 different languages at no cost to the learner. But today we are learning about Dreambuilders. Already 140,000 people have gone through in 146 countries, and it is a no-cost program for the entrepreneur who has a concept and wants to succeed. And now Denora Gonzalez is going to describe it to us. Denora, it's all yours.
Thank you, Alan, and it's a pleasure for me to be here tonight. I'm going to be sharing my screen. And my name is Denora Gonzalez, and I am the project manager for this program that is called Dreambuilder. So Dreambuilder started in 2013. This was the vision of Freeport-McMoRan, which is a mining company that is based here in Phoenix, Arizona, but they have operations in Latin America and also here in the United States and also in Indonesia. They were looking for a program to have a specifically impact on women that were living in different areas in Latin America. And they wanted us to work to make sure that the girls and women have opportunities to be full participants in the economic development in those areas. But they also wanted to have access to more levels of prosperity. Once that we start working with them and understanding the investment in women in full economic participation, it actually helps to create healthier and more stable communities. So that's how Dreambuilder was born. Like I mentioned, it was created by the Freeport-McMoRan Foundation, and it was designed by the faculty of Thunderbird School of Global Management. So what is Dreambuilder? Dreambuilder is an online program that it was developed for women who want to start or grow their own business. It's available in English and Spanish. So people can go online right now, and if you go to dreambuilder.org, you can have access to these online courses. Each of the modules takes approximately 3 to 4 hours. And by the time that you finish all these modules, you are creating a personalized business plan. One of the most important things about Dreambuilder is we work with organizations around the world. Just to give you an example, I work with all the Mexican consulates in the US, and they are implemented the program in 40 consulates in America, and also in Canada, and also in a few in Europe. Actually, in France is one of the consulates that are implemented Dreambuilder. So it's very important for us to work with organizations because they develop a community. All the ladies that are taking the program, they take classes online, but at the same time, they are getting a certificate when they graduate in all the modules. It is important for us to help these women through these organizations because they not only create this community, they also learn how to apply the knowledge and get information about different types of capitals and how to secure them. So who can register to Dreambuilder? Any person who actually has a dream or they already have a business. Is right for all industries, And they can also have access, like I mentioned, as long as they have access to the internet and they want to start learning about how to create a business plan. So why is Dreambuilder so unique? One of the things that I love about Dreambuilder and is design dependent on the culture, is the cultural gamification that we call it. We have a specific information depending on the language. Every single person who's taken the course is very engaging, and they are guided by this fictional character. Her name is Alma. So Alma is talking about her own business, and she's also sharing the experiences and the knowledge that she's learning through the process when she started her own business. When somebody wants to start a business and they don't necessarily have like the business properly established, they have a lot of questions. So how can I certify my business? How can I pay taxes? So all these questions are actually answered through the program. Another thing that is really important is all these ladies that you see here in the bottom, these are real people. These are real ladies that are actually running their own businesses, and they are sharing their unique experiences. And I love about Dreambuilder that you can actually relate to them. As you can see, they're women from different backgrounds and different ages. And like I mentioned, it's like people who are in their 60s, people who are in their 20s. Anybody who has an idea of a business or they have already a business, the program is going to help you to take it to the next level. So Dreambuilder has been a success because it's been implemented through different partners. One of these big partners that we have is the U.S. Department. We start working with the American government, and they start implemented Dreambuilder through the embassies. So this is just to show you all the countries that they have been establishing Dreambuilder, and they created their own programming. They call it the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs. All these countries that you see, they've been implementing Dreambuilder through the embassies. We provide the tool, and they actually create the programming in every single country with their own language. This is the way that we have been able to expand all over the world and have an impact with women. Even though we haven't been there physically, they have access to this tool online, and they are able to create their own business plan. One of the things that I love about Dreambuilder is that we can measure the results. Every single person who has taken the program, we do a lot of like surveys. And this data is what it really shows that the program is really, really impacting the communities that we are working with. When the women, they graduated the program, we actually do a survey after a year. Every single person who has taken the program, 92%, they increase their sales. 44%, they actually hire new employees. And the most important thing is the changes in behavior. When the women start taking the program, sometimes they don't even recognize how can they actually price their products or their services, because they don't know how to keep track of their cost. So when they start learning the financial, all the knowledge that we are providing for them, they are able to keep track of the costs, and they are able to pay themselves a salary. And most importantly, they are able to forecast. They are able to say, this year I'm going to make more sales, and I'm going to be able to grow my business. So you can see 94% they are being able to tracking the costs. 66% they pay themselves a salary, and 93% they are able to keep track of all their sales. So how do we do this? One of the most important things is we really relied on all the data. We really work with the organization. So we want to know who is taking the program and how are they completing the certification. So we are providing the Dreambuilder in two different ways. One is the open network. anybody can go online right now and they can start their own courses and they can graduate the program. But when we are working with organizations, we create private branded networks. This means that every single organization will have their own database and they can actually create reports. One, they can keep track of how many members they have in their own private network. They can actually have how many activities they are like doing every single members inside the back end. They understand if they have a group of 300 people, like maybe only 50% are completing the program. So this really allows every single organization to keep track of every single member, make sure that the ladies are completing the program at the end. So the third and most important report is the program completion report. And why is this important? If you are, let's say, a nonprofit and you are getting funding from, I don't know, like a grant or like federal funding, or you just have like people donating to you. This is important because you can actually demonstrate the work that you are doing. You can create these reports. They are absolutely 100% accurate. And you can actually showcase how many people you've been training, how many hours of training you have been doing through Dreambuilder, and most importantly, the reports of how many women have created new businesses, or how many of them have actually grown to the next level. Inside the program, we have actually resources for every single organization. Let's say that you start using Dreambuilder, you will have access to manual, to tutorials, and also like videos and templates that they are going to help you to implement the program the best way possible. And another thing in my job is to create those relationships with all the organizations that are implemented the program. I will give you best practices, and I will also give you a guide on how to implement the program in the most successful way. Whether you're doing this online, especially during the pandemic, everybody was, staying at home and they were trying to get more training. So we provided Dreambuilder to organizations, and they were able to keep up with their goals of training women through Dreambuilder. So you can still stay at home and start training ladies in the other side of the world, if it's that necessary. You don't need to be in the same room. That is the flexibility that the program allows, and you can still keep track of all the learners, and you will have the reports at the same time. Another component is we do support every single organization when they are having issues with either the back end, they can get the reports, or if any of the participants are having, technology sometimes have glitches. So we give support to all the learners through the company that we are hosting the program. The company is called Blue Drop. So they are a company that we are partners with them. And when you are working in the platform, if you have any issues with the modules, you can actually send an email directly to them. It's at support@bluedrop360, and they are actually really, really responsive. They will get back to you in a matter of like 20 to 48 hours. If you are having issues with the platform in a more like consistent and more difficult way, let's say that the ladies can download the certificate, or they can download the business plan, I will directly address the complaint, and I will send it directly to Blue Drop, and they will help to fix the issue in 24 hours. I don't know if you have any questions at this point.
The program is allows men also to take Dreambuilders, or is it sexist?
No, that's a great question, Alan. And No, I mean, actually, anybody can take the program, men and women. The program is designed for women specifically because that's the founders, they wanted to have specifically a program designed for women. But all the knowledge that you are learning is for anybody who wants to start a business. So you can be either like a teenager, and it doesn't matter what is your gender, you can still take the program. So men can take it. Actually, 10% of the people inside the platform are men, but we definitely work mostly with women. But like I said, as long as you want to start your own business, you can go into Dreambuilder and you can use it as well. It's not sexist. Anybody can take it. Any other questions? Okay. So I wanted to play this video for you, so you can get a sense of how these ladies, they start their dreams and how do they feel when they are going through the program.
I literally was laying on my floor one night, staring at the ceiling fan go around in a circle. And I thought, I can't do this. I can't do this. I don't know, this is too much stress. I can't do it. And then I just got up and I did it.
We had no idea what we were doing. I was just at a point where I needed to start something. I just decided I can do this. My kids were starting school, so they didn't need me. I finally said, well, what am I going to do now? And I started talking to people about this idea. I made my list. I was in a marketing class, bounced ideas off of tons of people. And I had a business idea of like ready to cook ingredients. Nobody knew what I was talking about. If you have that vision, if it's stuck in your head. When I first had the idea of creation and art, and it was so clear and so vivid.
I knew I wanted a legit business. We can do this. Love what you're doing.
I love it.
Really loved how visuals can tell stories.
I love to clean.
I would love to build something. I would love to make something.
I would probably do it even for free. We're just two people that dream big, stay focused.
You need to believe in yourself so your clients believe in you.
From the beginning, I believe that we could win.
What are you passionate about?
Have passion for what it is you're going to be doing.
Being an entrepreneur is all about the art of getting somebody to say yes.
You can be the leader of this, so I might as well really push hard to
go for it.
You can do it.
I always bring my A game. If we're going to do it, just do it now.
For me, it was no turning back. Now the wheels start turning.
I have a plan.
Almost immediately, people started buying the products. Strangers started buying them.
I wake up every day and I'm so excited to go to work.
When you start seeing results, you're like, oh, what else can we do? What else can we do?
I love my business. I love helping people. This is my favorite thing ever.
So what I love about this, specifically this program, is many of these women, they were sitting at home, they didn't know how to start their own business, and they were having doubts about if they were actually good in what they were doing. And when they start selling their products, when they start growing their business, when they get all the information and all the knowledge that they needed, they actually start very successfully their businesses, and they're leaders in all the different businesses that they started from the program. And what makes me really proud about this job is I can see that change from those ladies sitting in, thinking, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if my idea is good enough. I don't know if I can actually pull it off. And when they go through the program, they learn everything that they need. They get that confidence. And they also are supported by the other women in the group. They feel like, you know what, that is working for me. I mean, this is the marketing plan that I have for my business. And even though it's a different industry or even a different product, they help each other. So you create those communities. And the organizations that I work with, they are very, very good at creating those spaces where women feel like, I'm here and then I'm not alone. I mean, I feel the same, and they are providing the tools and resources. And Dreambuilder is basically just an easy way to learn how to create a business, having a business plan, and just grow from there. And it's easy, engaging, And for us, is one of the most successful programs that we have created, and it's 100% free. And that is what makes us like Thunderbird have this really deep impact on communities that we serve around the world for women that they don't have the opportunity to come to Thunderbird, but we are able to provide this knowledge and this education because we have the funders, but at the same time, we are creating resources that are online and they are available to everyone. So I don't know if you have any other questions about the program. I'm happy to answer.
I have a question. So I actually created my business, like I am launching it now, and I wanted to know if the program assesses where I need to start, like when, at what point, or how it can help me grow.
There's 3 different components to Dreambuilder. When you create an account inside the platform, you will start from the beginning. You will start from the idea of what the business is, even though you already have the business, even if it's already running, because you need to start from all the bases to create your business plan. So the business plan is the first course. That is the Dreambuilder program. You will go to every single module, and you will be basically, by going through all the modules, creating your own business plan. And this is really important because like a lot of people underestimate what is a business plan. The business plan is a living document. It's something that is going to help you if for whatever reason you are growing, or if you actually need to adapt your business. You will go, it's kind of like a roadmap. Just to give you an idea, when the pandemic hit, a lot of these ladies, they already been through the program, they will needed to go back and analyze that they needed to change. I mean, their businesses were closed and they needed to change the marketing tool, and they start like creating online stores and adapting. So you just go back to that road plan and you adapt. So to answer your question, it won't tell you specifically what is it that you need to do, but it will give you all the bases to see what are the things that you're doing right and how you can actually improve from there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
How do you apply to the program?
You don't need to apply. You just need to go online and you start an account, and you can start the program like right now. If you are asking as a user, you can go right now and create the program. I mean, an account, and you can start taking the courses. But if you are a organization and you want to start implementing this with your members, we will kind of have like a talk, and I will give you the training and the best practices and how to create groups and create a community and the best way to implement the program so everybody graduates the program at the end. Like I mentioned, if you want to have access to the back end as an organization and create these reports that I was talking about, you will need to get your private network, and we can talk about that. I mean, that's basically the next level if you want to start creating reports. And that is specifically when you're getting funding, when an organization is getting money either from the government or a donor, or they just need to report how much work that they're doing in that specific work, like training women or business or small businesses. It's a way for us to help you to create the reporting, and you can get more funding, or you can just showcase the work that you're doing.
And the link is what? Dreambuilder.org.
Dreambuilder.org. I'm going to put it right here on the chat.
When you say graduate, at the end you graduate the program, so that means that the Dreambuilder is recognized then by the government or some of potential investors. I don't know. some people know the program, and when we graduate, it's like something good to mention.
It's very symbolic. I mean, it's basically supported by Thunderbird. It's a course that you will otherwise pay for. Like, it's just an executive education course that we actually sell to organizations here at Thunderbird. It doesn't have per se a degree value. What it does is just to have a training that will help you to get your goals as an entrepreneur. And just especially when you are at the beginning stages of creating a business, if you are trying to get a loan, the first thing that they're going to ask you when you go to a bank or with a loan officers, they're going to ask you, do you have a business plan? That is the first question that they're going to ask you. So Dreambuilder will give you that information and the basis, so you can actually have those conversations where you're trying to get a loan in an organization.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to talk about, if I have a problem, I don't understand some concept in the book, do I have resources that I can communicate with? And if I'm on different time zone, how does it work?
We do have something that we call business hours for Dreambuilder. I'll send you the information. So every Tuesday and every Thursday, we have somebody in a Zoom meeting that you can log in, and it's 9 a.m. Arizona time. I think it's 10 a.m. your time, and you can actually have a conversation with a person, and you can ask questions about the program or any concepts that you probably don't understand, and we can actually give you some support. And I can send that information to you directly, Alan. Another thing is, like, we do all the people who graduate the program, we call them like the global community of Dreambuilder. And if you are part of this community, follow us in our social media. We do a lot of trainings in English and Spanish. Constantly, we have like Thunderbird faculty creating webinars or something that we call knowledge burst, like short videos of information that are very helpful for different entrepreneurs. And you can learn more. And specifically, if you have a question or a training that you might need, you can send us an email, and we are more than happy to connect you or to give you resources that might help you in whatever you need to learn.
So you have a kind of a mentor that work with you?
We don't have necessarily mentors that work with us. I'm part of the university, and Thunderbird has a lot of like faculty, and I work with the faculty to provide those resources. And what I do is I plan specifically whatever resources that I see that a lot of the ladies are needing. Like, let's say that specifically during the pandemic, we created webinars on applying to the PP loans, especially here in the United States. They needed to know, the government was giving all the small business owners a way to survive the pandemic by giving like $10,000 in this loan that was very specific. And we provide trainings on that and how to apply to this loan and how actually the forgiveness plan. So when we see a need, I try to organize trainings and webinars with the faculty or with experts that are working with us to provide the information that the entrepreneurs need.
And is there a test after each module? Or how do you know I have acquired the knowledge?
There is a quiz. Every single module at the end, you will actually take a quiz. And this is not necessarily a way for you to get a grade. It's just to reinforce all the knowledge that you've been learning in every single module. So the program is designed in a way that is engaging, but at the same time is challenging. You need to pay attention, and you are going to be building the business plan as you go.
So yeah, I'm asking a lot of questions, but is there like a practical aspect to it? For example, if I have a widget that I am producing and I want to sell, do I have to show you that I can go and visit clients and know how to sell? How does it work?
The program will teach you only the theory of the things that you need to know as an entrepreneur. And just to give you an example, like a lot of the people are not necessarily like they don't know how to do certain things like a balance sheet and understanding the break-even point and very basic concepts in accounting that you need to know in order to have like the best business possible. And you will learn all those basically all that knowledge through the program, and it will help you to be better at your business and handling your finances. It won't necessarily answer direct questions. You will basically be learning every single module and a specific topic. Just per se, you will learn how to price your products or services. You will learn how to do marketing. You will learn how to hire employees and how to handle those employees. So every single aspect that you can think inside of a business, you actually, the program is going to touch base on that. And you will build in every single module, the program, everything, all the strategies that you will need in your specific personalized business. So if I have a business in cleaning and I want to know how to hire people for my cleaning business, it will be completely different if you have a business in, I don't know, like selling tools, for instance. So you will build your own business plan. And what we do with the organizations is to have experts in every single topic, and they can answer direct questions to every single of the participants. The program won't do that, but the organizations that we work with, we recommend to have experts because it's not the same. Just to give you an example, register a business in Arizona, then register a business in California. So if you have somebody that can give you the ABCs of what is it that you need to register your business in that specific state, then the program can provide that information because it's global. So we recommend the organizations to have local experts that they can answer those questions for the entrepreneurs.
So you are in 146 countries.
Yes.
But cultural differences, how do you handle cultural differences?
What we do is like the cultural differences, like the program is in English and Spanish. And just to give you an example, all the programming that is done in Spanish is focused on basically Latinos. And the information is culturally appropriate because it's delivered to women that have different challenges, and is delivered through a telenovela. So this soap opera is in Spanish and is very engaging, and it has different characters that people can really identify with those characters. The version in English is a little different. It's more based on real stories, like the ladies that were in the video, and it's more kind of like a reality TV kind of thing. So it shows the different cultural aspects when you open in a business, because in the United States, for instance, most people are afraid to leave their jobs because they need to pay their bills, and they feel like, I can't open a business because I need to pay my bills, I need to stay in my job. So whereas in Spanish, it's more about like, I need to open a business, I don't have a job, I depend on my husband, and they give you tools in order to start developing your own business, depending on the cultures. And just to give you an example, we are designing right now the characters for Indonesia, and most of the people in Indonesia they're Muslim, and they the women are wearing, like everything. And so we are adapting to their cultural needs. So hopefully in the next year, we're going to have another version in Bahasa, and it's going to have cultural, we're going to change the videos, we're going to change the characters, and it's adapting to the culture over there.
Any other questions?
I do have a question for you. I mean, do you think that Dreambuilder is for implementing it in the US, or do you want to implement this in France? Or who are the audience that you are trying to implement the program?
The main audience, and it's mostly French people in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have their spouse that is working and they have an idea for their own business. So that's where the idea of the program was started.
Okay.
And so they would contact the website that you have on that you have listed, and then they would. Do you have an address or contact you if needed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Human being. We always like to talk to human beings,
Yes, absolutely. I can give you the business hours. I think one of the best ways to implement Dreambuilder here in the US is when you are from a different country, you don't necessarily know how to navigate the system because you're not familiar with it. And that is exactly how we have been implemented this program through the Mexican consulates. And the best way or the most successful way is to have somebody that is from your own country living in the US and is a professional, somebody who already have a business, and they can give you from their own perspective, what were the challenges, how they succeed, what were the things that they didn't know, and they have to learn maybe the hard way. So when you have those experiences and those, especially somebody telling you the in and outs on how did they started their own business is really, really helpful. And if they do it in their own language, it's even better. For me, it's really important to have, success stories, people that they have taken Dreambuilder and they can actually share with other people and say, I was just sitting there as you are right now, and I have no clue about how to register my business. I had this dream. I've always wanted to start a business in the US, but I didn't know how. I mean, and that is something that is very powerful because you can relate. You can really relate to that. Even if you are a professional, you don't know what you don't know. I mean, you don't know how to register a business. I mean, you can be an engineer, but you know how to build, like a building, but you don't know how to open a business. You don't know how to register a business. You don't know how to do the marketing of that specific business. So I think that is really important when you share your stories and you have somebody who can guide you, and it creates that community, and you really, really have the strong, background that somebody that is from your own country, they did it, and they can tell you, they can share that resources with you. So that's the best way to implement it. And I can give you all the process and how to implement it. We've done it with different organizations, and it's just a matter of organizing everything. And I'm happy to provide you the information and the training.
And do you know any French people who graduated your program?
In the US?
Yes, in the US.
I have people in France taking it, but I can, through my network, I can look for someone. I'm pretty sure that we have someone. We have 140,000 people.
Yeah, of course.
So, I'm pretty sure that
in case you have French people who graduated or followed the old program, it could be very helpful to talk with them before or during the process.
Absolutely. I can look somebody from our network. Another thing is working with local organizations like the women business centers. That is something that is in every single state in the United States. There's one, and I can connect you to the local one in California, and you can start creating a cohort with them. They have resources, they have experts, they have access to credits, and if you want to just implement one cohort with women from France that they are living in it, I mean, that can be the whole United States. It doesn't have to be in California only. And the reason why I'm saying this is we can connect like this. The cohort can be online, and you can make it as big or as small as you want.
Any more questions? Okay, well, thank you very much, Dinora. Really appreciate your presentation.
Thank you.
And I hope many of you that are listening or viewing this video will actually start their own business. And when you're successful, you remember, yes, I saw it on Los Angeles Accueil. So, just wanted to thank you, all of you who participated. And just want to remind you that le mercredi 7 décembre à 17h30, nous avons une présentation sur les brevets et la propriété intellectuelle. Et j'espère que vous écouterez ça aussi parce que ça fait partie aussi du business, de ne pas se faire prendre ses idées, de se les faire voler. Donc, il faut se protéger. Donc, merci à tous et à bientôt.
Merci Dinora et Alain. Merci
Thank
beaucoup.
you. I wrote my email in the chat. If you guys have any questions or if you need guidance on how to start the cohort, I'm more than happy to sit down with you, work with you, and we can do it. We've done it all over the world, and there's many resources that we can help you with, and happy to help and helping you to create a community, and all of you create your own businesses and start getting grants and money and see money, and I will be more than happy to see all of you bloom with your own businesses here in the United States.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.